just wanted to show you a little trick that I've found. There's lots of bags have grommets as part of the pattern. When I say grommets, I mean those little circular things that you get. And people talk about how they cut the holes. And I know that I've always used one of these, which is a cutter, which you put onto a mat. You put your, I'm just going to use this as an example. Put your thing on there, and then you whack it with a hammer. So you have your heavy hammer and you just whack it. And it does take an awful lot of whacking to get through. You can get cutters to go onto these machines. I don't have one. And they are specific sizes. So if you want to use lots of different sorts of grommets or different sizes of grommets, it's a very big expense to get the cutting dies for the different size holes. In other countries, now I'm in the UK, in other countries you can buy, or you could buy, you still can, but they're quite expensive, about £50, little plates that fit into your die, into your machine, so that you can use these. Now, I haven't got any of those, but I thought, can't be that difficult, can it? Now, this set here are my grommet fitting dies. And I've taken the top part out, but I've kept the bottom part in. And this is part of a very cheap chopping mat. And when I say chopping mat, I don't mean those thin, flexible chopping mats that you buy that you can use for making templates with or for putting in the bottom of bags. I mean a sort of a solid plastic thing, the sort of thing that you'd cut your vegetables on and such like. They're about 1/4 of an inch thick. This is only a small one. They came in a set of 4 in a stand from Aldi's, about 5 or 6 quid. So what I did was take a junior hacksaw to the bottom of one and cut off a piece, which I then proceeded to cut in half. So effectively, I don't know, it doesn't fit together anymore. How bizarre. Anyway, neither here. Oh, that's probably because I've got the wrong corner to it. That's why it fits together. To see if I could make my own plates. So what I've done is I keep the bottom part of my grommet fitting die in the machine, and I lay my bottom piece, hideous yellow, onto there. And I'm just going to take my cutter, make sure that you use the sharp end down, and I've marked where I want my hole cut, and I'm just going to pop that onto there and pop it on top of the first bit of cutting board. I'm going to take the second part and position it on top, and it just stands there. And now I'm going to push down the handle, and you hear the click. You do have to put a bit of oomph on it. I'm going to let it go, take off the top one, pull this out. It hasn't quite, oh no, it's almost gone through. It's just, now this is 4 layers of denim, 4 layers of woven fusible interfacing, and a layer of, it's just a couple of fibres that have just caught on the, that just haven't cut through. And a layer of Decaville light. So that's cutting through quite a lot of layers, but you get a perfect hole. And you don't need to spend £50 on the plates. You can just use 2 bits of plastic. You could probably, if you had, I know I sometimes use the big metal washers as pattern weights. I don't know if I've got them here because I rarely use them anymore, but yeah, I have. Let's see. You could probably do much the same thing using one of those. The trouble is there's a hole in the middle, so you'd have to kind of, no, probably wouldn't work. I'm lying. Thinking on my feet, but these work. They're 1/4 inch wide. You can't do it if you take that out and lay that on there. It doesn't go down far enough to give you the purchase to push this through the fabric. So you do need to have your bottom bit in. This is not going to damage that at all, pushing that onto there. Cheap way of getting yourself cutting holes with your rivet press using one of these.